because he knew that would get you in a space like, nigga, what? So you
what? No, what'd get me in a space if you start sex playing me?
Right.
Because I wasn't there until I didn't stop. Like, fuck what we talking about. Hey, nigga, I don't do that dick sucking shit. I don't play like that. I don't know people who play like that. This got a BBL.
Yep.
This thick like a in the South Club in South Carolina.
Oh yeah, Cory Holcomb. You know how mad he get when somebody do sex play to him. Don't come around here with the sex play. None of that. He got so mad at Anton. He said he tried to sex play with him because he returned fire to his own initial sex play. And it's interesting that with that, he would now start the sex play. Pause. With Poetik Flakko. The title of this video is What Cory Holcomb Did to Poetik Flakko is Plain Evil.
The 5150 show. Cory Holcomb was not a happy camper. I mean, stop the show. When is he a happy camper? Yeah, he was pretty pissed off, and I kind of know why. And one of the reasons why is because there's a whole situation going on with the brother Poetik Flakko. Shout out to Poetik Flakko. He's one of the better commentary channels.
Shout out to Flakko. Yo, we react to Flakko a lot. I know y'all always call him kind of names. He's a tether. He's they call him Zesty. Somebody always like Jala is my name. I don't know, there's some conspiracy going on with him. I like the fact that he does pretty solid reporting. He digs deeper than I do. We do more volume over here. We go over stuff, we dig a little bit, but Flakko really brings us a nice perspective, a skewed perspective. He's got his way of putting his spin on it, but I do feel like he brings you, a nice amount of information. Not always correct, but pretty good.
Here on YouTube, I've seen him come up. He's been doing an excellent job. And one of the things that we do as people in the commentary game is we're going to comment on people's mistakes. So if you don't want to be on somebody's news show, you don't want to be on somebody's situations, then simply what you don't need to do is bring your attention to us. Okay, that's what you gotta do. So you can't say stupid stuff. You can't be in problems. You gotta make sure that you don't have those issues, because once you do belong to the game, the commentary game. And this is what Cory Holcomb, unfortunately, has done. He's polarizing. He doubles down. He creates enemies. He doesn't care. So,
I mean, and he normally doesn't care, but at the last few shows, you could tell it's kind of getting to Cory. He's looking weary, a tad bit weary. That's all I'm saying.
You become a target. And unfortunately, Poetik Flakko got a hold of it.
Seeing a child get rocked back and forth to comfort and your mind goes to bedroom positions, you are a disturbed human being. Calling a child for doing things that kids do is disturbing. You are a disturbed human being. This is...
I don't know if y'all saw this video, but we reacted to it. It was kind of crazy. They just went through a ton of Cory's old jokes and stuff where he sounded pretty gross. Let's say that. It was a lot of stuff that would not be safe to be played here. You know what I'm saying? Like and you know how Cory is though. You know what I mean? But when you look at it all together, and then you also take into account that he seems completely unable to accept accountability for anything, it makes his jokes sound a lot more suspect. You know what I mean? And, Cory got some rough ones, and a couple of them that had to do with kids was in poor taste, let's say that.
Not normal.
So Poetik Flakko did something that I typically didn't do with Cory Holcomb. Is I kind of knew that these problems of him saying some questionable stuff about women or kids were out there. I didn't want to, as a fan of the 5150 show, even though me and Cory Holcomb had a little bit of back and forth, I wasn't willing to kind of put this information out there, right? But Poetik Flakko was able to do that. And so that's the point that he's making. But I will play what Poetik Flakko put on his page.
That ain't nothing no little girl do unless she has the urge to do things like that. She has the urge to be satisfied. But ain't nobody gonna pick me. Corey bad. Corey bad. Everybody, Corey, did you hear what Corey said? The little girl took the bottle out of her mouth and he said she gonna be a yes. And if it was more men in the house, the little daughters wouldn't be walking around with things preparing their jaw for hustle. Her jaw is being prepared for hustle. And this was a little girl.
Well, let me put this.
And no, I don't think Corey gets down like that. But like I said, some of his other character flaws, when you put them together, it just makes it sound gross. And certain stuff, just when you keep reiterating certain things, it's like, what's on your mind? You know what I mean? Like, I can see if you made one crazy joke like that, or here and there you make crazy jokes like that. But like, for instance, the Backdoria stuff, like, what's on your mind, son? What you thinking about? This is your foundation, and don't get it effed up. Corey's one of the best. One of the best. I am nobody. You know what I mean? It's just my personal opinion. What the fuck is on your mind, man? Well, every day, and I cussed. God damn it. I'm just play the video.
In the context after this next clip.
A grown woman is next to Cory Holcomb participating in this. She's participating. She says, oh, her teeth not preparing her for what? A baby teething makes you think about if you think this is the worst of it, nah, bruh.
So what Flacco's gonna say is, listen, Darlene and Cory Holcomb are talking about this young kid. This is like a baby, and you're talking about her in a sexual way, and kind of bringing some level of improvisation to a child. I know improvisation typically is with things that are not human, but yeah, you're basically saying that this young girl is practicing for her future. When I think the larger point that Cory Holcomb was trying to make, even though he could have did a lot better than that, was these young women don't have any men in the house. They're coming from these broken homes, and this is how they end up. It's a real dark humor.
I don't know. I think you stretching. O'Shea. You can't tell that man where he was coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a joke like that, I don't know if y'all heard the whole joke, but the joke was a little girl had a bottle. They took the bottle away from her. She started crying. The only thing that calmed her down is when somebody held her and rocked her. And then all the other stuff he said. That's a regular thing. But you wouldn't know that because, you know, you don't be with your kids. You don't give a fuck about your kids. You don't know that the babies cry when you take bottles from them.
Way of saying it, but I think that is what he's saying. Okay? However, this next point, though, is interesting.
It gets worse.
Me, for real, one day I was living with this lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed, and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. And one of her
Tell
daughters
Mike,
was like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was,
Shout out to chat, y'all. What up? O'Hara, with you. 7 and GT.
she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
Why is this nigga shaking and trembling? Is it just me or what's up with this nigga?
And one of her
Tell
daughters
Mike,
was like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
And he got a Luther Vandross jacket on. I can't find myself.
She was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
What true thoughts can you not say about your 15-year-old step? What true thoughts are in your head about your 15-year-old stepdaughter that you can't say? And also, if you were naked under the covers, why did you allow her to crawl up under the covers?
Okay.
Right. But once again, you can write it off. Oh, that's a joke. But nigga, what's on your mind?
So Cory Holcomb is saying that some young lady hopped in the bed under the covers. He did not know, and the young lady was underage, and
And there was more examples. I don't know if you're gonna get into it, but the Iceland, you was talking about Iceland and consent ages and all that. It was type crazy.
could not say his true feelings about what happened. Now, whatever those true feelings are, I'm not sure. But Poetik Flakko is trying to paint the case that Cory Holcomb is a quote unquote PEDO for this. Now, let me just say this. I don't mean to cut O'Shea off, but I'm not saying that. That's a serious allegation to put on somebody. I'm just saying it certainly makes you creepy. It definitely makes you creepy. It makes you want to watch. You like the top 5 MCs in the source. What they used to have, the niggas that come in, the new one to watch, hot new MCs. It makes you a hot new MC is what I'm saying. think at all that Cory Holcomb is a if this situation happened, I don't know exactly what he did afterwards. It's definitely a situation where you're supposed to get out of the bed. And I do understand that there are some young ladies out there who are 15, 16, 17, or 18 or whatever, and can look more physically mature than what they are. I can understand that some young ladies may come after older guys. It's still against the law, whatever we're talking about, okay? So I clearly do not think that he is a person that goes out seeking young women, or that's a part of his real character.
We don't know.
Now, it
Allegedly, we're not saying that.
does he speak on things he should not speak on? Yes. Could he say things that are terrible? Yes. Okay. Does he need a publicist? Stories like this on the internet, does he need to put it out there? Even if he did nothing wrong, it's just bad timing, and people are going to come out and think the worst. And because Cory Holcomb says so many terrible things that make absolutely no sense, this will be used against him. And so this is his gripe with Poetik Flakko. And he took the opportunity to blast him last night.
What's this name? I call him the booty.
Oh,
This
that bottle.
this is surviving out here based off the safety of cameras.
He called him ding ding in the booty. Right away. What else do you think he was gonna call him? You know what I'm saying? What else? I mean, what else has he ever called anybody, really?
The opportunity to blast him last night.
What's this name? I call him the booty.
Oh,
This
that bottle.
this is surviving out here based off the safety of cameras.
Then he would get worse.
This got a BBL.
Yep.
This
He said he got a BBL. He said he's thick. Flakko, you heard that? Corey said you thick, son. I don't know how you should feel about that.
Then he would get worse.
Remember when Corey asked Anton if he went to jail? He's like, you ever been to jail? He's like, no, me neither. Oh.
this got a BBL.
Yep.
This thick like a in the South Club in South Carolina.
Speak your truth.
Okay.
This got a BBL. I'm like, what is this talking about? And he got a grandmama face. Yeah. So Corey, it's over for you.
That's kind of funny. Flakko, let him do it to you.
It's over for you.
Like, I mean, not like that. You know what I'm saying?
And he got a grandmama face. Yeah. So Corey, it's over for you. It's over for you. You don't know me. You just found out about me. I've been out here.
Then it got worse.
Out here with a BBL talking crazy to my man. It's all good though. Man, this got a BBL. Look this up. This thick like a like the Lane Branch who wear the medium top but the 4XL bottom.
Flakko, he said you thick like zoo glass, nigga. Now, this is the same dude that's like, don't sex play with me. Ain't nobody talking dick sucking around here. first thing he do? BBLs and thick strippers and shit? Call that man a thick stripper? You hear this, Flakko? Don't go for this shit. He calls you thick, Flakko. He said you was like grits, Flakko.
Man, it's all good though. Man, this got a BBL. Look this up. This thick like a like the Lane Branch who wear the medium top but the 4XL bottom. Nigga, choke ass out of here.
So I wanna mention this.
Did he burn him? Was that a sick burn? Did he kill him, y'all? I don't know. The grandma face was pretty funny. Other than that, I don't know. It was a little sus. A little sus if you ask me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, back to the
and this is something that I've noticed about Cory Holcomb in his roasting. Whenever he roasts somebody, just like when I saw Craig Facts and he roasted up Joe Budden, it wasn't nothing really sexual about the roast. It was a good classic roast. And Cory Holcomb got the ability to roast people, but with Cory, it's always something sexual. You're either in the Moist crew, you're either Backdooria. Even if you're talking about kids, it's something that's very XXX related, which in my honest opinion is stupid. Like, it doesn't make sense for, the guy.
And I'm not calling Cory that. I'm just saying it's on your mind. It's on your mind, brother, a lot.
Is clearly responding to things that you have put out there. And then how you respond is, well, sexual jargon. But the reality is this: Cory Holcomb doesn't need to respond to anybody anymore. Don't need to respond to me. Don't need to respond to Poetik Flakko. It's not a good look, okay? You're going to mend fences with Darlene, Craig Facts. You're not only creating situations for yourself, you're creating situations for them. Like, shout out to Darlene. She came back, and I thought that was brave of her. Obviously, she was hurt. But, bro, you need to get back to being a comedian and getting back to having fun, getting back to, being cautious of what you say.
He was never cautious of what he said. He was just speaking his mind. If you know Cory's story, he one of the Patrice O'Neal disciples. And if you know anything about Patrice was speak your truth. That's all the F I'm saying. He's speaking his truth as he sees it. Y'all trying to make him apologize. I'm not on his side at all. I'm just saying, with Cory spitting, he's speaking his truth. You decide if you like it or not. I've had enough. You know what I'm saying? I used to think, I still think he's one of the greatest doing stand-up, but so far as just tuning in for whatever, I've had enough.
Cautious of what you're saying about women, not doubling down, okay? Not threatening people, okay? And just having a good time. That's what you need to do, bro. You need to do that. If you can do that, I feel that you will have so much more of a successful time in the rest of your career here on YouTube. I really feel that. I feel like if you don't, though, you're going to continue to face problems, and you're going to continue to, it's like stirring the hornet's nest. And not only are you stirring the hornet's nest with some of the people like Joe Budden or whatever, or Poetik Flakko, these are bigger channels. It's these smaller channels that come up that you don't really know, right?
Like us.
The smaller channels that are clipping you all the time, they're taking you over to TikTok, they're taking you over Instagram. And so you're facing this pressure from people you don't know. And
don't even know.
That's the straw rather that breaks the camel's back. Are these kind of individuals here?
Take it easy.
And you're not looking at that. You're just looking at the lead attorney and O'Shea and all, but you're not looking at the person who released the video of you and Christina Payne. You're not looking at the other things.
Yo, I got a theory on that. Who released that video? The video was released right after the day after Cory made those comments about the Millionaire Morning Show.com. I ain't gonna use his name in this particular instance, but before Anton, I guess I did. But yeah, the very next day he violated. Anton got on. He was all somber. in the morning, because I watch Anton on the regular. Used to watch Corey too, but yeah. He came on. He was like, "Don't worry about it." You know, he's like, "I am in shambles, and I need to take care of some things." By 6 p.m. that evening, Corey was live on everybody's phone, slapping her, pow, 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 like just rerunning it. Look, zip, 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 pow, pow. Look what he did. Look how he did it. Pow, pow. Then he grabbed that dude by the hoodie. Then he hoodie slung the guy that tried to fight him. He held onto his hoodie. All I'm saying is there are a lot more forces than the ones you fighting for. That you're fighting.
Situations caused by your actions. You're not looking at that. You're looking at everything else but that. And this is the big problem that you're having right now.
Oh, this one O'Shea just talking out. All right, O'Shea, nice hanging out with you. Yo, I saw this shit, yo. This nigga 1090 Jake ain't shit. This motherfucker said Anton Massey sentenced to 60 years of slavery? Slavery, my nigga?